Hello. It's time for more Final Fantasy XIV Online. Work wasn't terrible today. My brain's a little broken, but not so broken that I can't stream. So here I am. Plus, it helps that last time I played, we left off on a really great spot. I'm dying to know what's going on with the Pandemonium raids, because there's got to be something else. There's got to be 4 more. There's always 12 post-patch raids. That's the number that they always do. And so there's no way the story is done. There's just no way that it's ending on this happy note of, oh yay, we got rid of Hephaestus, he's trapped back in his crystal, and life can be good now. No fucking way. Something's gonna go wrong. Also, left off at an interesting moment. Oh, that's right, main story stuff I still have going on too. As far as main story goes, yes. I need to go back to the library, back to the Valdesian Annex to pick up on restricted reading. And then I still don't know what this mission in Mordona quest line is. I'm curious if this is maybe the Alliance raids for Endwalker. I still haven't unlocked those yet, so it's possible. Those are typically blue quests as well, but it could be something else for all I know. We'll have to see. My bangs are doing bizarre things today. I don't know why my bangs are acting up, but they are, and it's not nice. Oh, alright. That's good enough, I think. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Heard enough? There's more I would yet discuss, but we should first return to Pandemonium's gates. I'll gather my thoughts on the way. Like, something's up with Ericthonios, I feel like, and that's what it's gonna be, right? Like, maybe Ericthonios is Hephaestus or something and we're being tricked. Maybe Ericthonios is Athena and we're being tricked, right? Like there's something going on and I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's fine. The hair's fine. Alright. Whatever. Let's see. Ericthonios. Something's going on with him. I don't trust any of it. I owe you an apology. It was due to my own inexperience that Hephaestus was so easily able to take a hold of my mind. I also owe you thanks. Okay. Yes, you're welcome. Because of me, you know your father better. Yay. I'm afraid I cannot allow that, Elidibus. So long as you retain control of Pandemonium, there is work to be done. But of course, I shall first free the remaining warders and restore the place to its former glory. Okay. So is that all? Is we to finish freeing people from Pandemonium? Why I was considered the key to Hephaestus' experiments and how he intended to revive Athena. Such questions are best left unanswered. In fact, I forbid the pursuit of that knowledge. The boundary between man and creation shall never again be crossed. And I intend to destroy the crystal containing Hephaestus' essence, that this mistake never again repeats. There's yet matter of your crystal, however. Truth be told, I did not consider its origin until I saw the one containing Hephaestus' ether. I was struck by how wholly different they were. There is another. Mm-hmm. Ooh. While imbuing a crystal with memories is a simple process, storing a message, a warning even, would be something altogether more complex. This also means that someone besides the present company and Azim was aware of the plot unfolding within Pandemonium. Then why would they not make themselves known even now? No threats remain. Perhaps it was one of the other warders. We shall question them after they are freed. Yeah, it could be a warder, but I think it's going to be something way more fun. The task may take some time, a resource I'd rather not steal more of from you. Return at your leisure. Okay. And they're doing that thing where now I go back and then we're going to find yet another crystal or some shit. And then we're going to come back again and it's just a whole thing like it was last time. When we finished up the First batch. Oh, something before it was Abyssos. What was it again? Asphodelos before it was Abyssos. Oh, I could finally do the high level roulette. That wasn't available to me before the high level dungeons. Oh no. I still can't do the level 90. That's the one I'm missing. Oh, did they change it maybe? Maybe there isn't a set different level 90 anymore? I thought there was like a separate level 90 duty roulette before, but I haven't looked at the roulettes at all since the change with Dawn Trail's release, so I don't know if there's something else going on there. And then before I leave Labyrinthos to go somewhere else, I'm gonna head back up to the Valdesian Annex, just because the cost to teleport is gonna be basically non-existent. Ooh, an unusually large amount of energy coming from somewhere within the ethereal sea. Interesting. Pandemonium's there. How the fuck did that happen? I knew something was gonna happen. When danger visits, you're never far behind. Is it gonna be Fortuno? Yeah. They would call him on this. It makes total sense. So cool. How to get here? And why? Who did this, you know? Someone did this. And I'm dying to know why. And how? How the fuck did they get all of Pandemonium into the ethereal sea? Love that music. Okay. We cannot leave it alone for the time being. Information regarding this matter must be strictly controlled. Okay. A detailed report to the forum at once. All right. Am I going back? Am I going back? Yes, please write that report for Master Fortuno. He will appreciate it. Here we go. Urgent tidings always seem to carry you in their wake after all. Master Fortuno recently sent word regarding his investigation. Okay. I will proceed to the Asioscope in just a moment. And then I'm gonna get my... This is just so I can unlock my... Yep, Savage Abyssos raids. Perfect. Meanwhile, I want to go back to Old Charlian. So I can go to the Valdesian Annex, pick up the quest there. And just make a little bit of progress on my MSQ as well as on these side adventures here. Montashan, hello. Directly to the archives we go. The index page, okay. black coral. They're so cute. We shall. Okay. We go, yep, back to the Studium is going to be the closest place. And go back to Numenon. Puddingway's here. Oh, I love the Loporits. They're so cute. Of course, we have to talk to Ishtola here. Ishtola, discuss Numenon. Ooh, there's a little viewpoint over there I didn't even realize. To think the set of instructions I laughingly imagine may actually exist, but yalms away from where you found me napping. If I had known of Alzadal III's exploits sooner, I could have saved myself days of research. Even a children's book might have pointed me in the right direction. To achieve the impossible, one must needs be flexible of mind and look beyond conventional wisdom. A lesson I had already learned, but clearly had not taken to heart. It's very cute. I'm gonna grab this little lookout point. I'm assuming I'm just gonna need to look out. Let's see. Look out. Beautiful. Now I have Numenon. There's the index page. Oh, love the mammoths. They're so cute. Archon, Ishtola, and guest identified. Do you wish to proceed into the restricted archives? Yeah, I do. Ooh, I like the music change. Ooh, so many restricted books. Although not as many as I would have expected, I must admit.
If House Damir's notes are to be found anywhere, it will be here. Let us begin.
Yes to auto advance. Okay. I get to hear more of Ishtola's voice, which is always a plus. All their voices, really, but it's nice. Something is just off with my bangs. What is it? I don't know. They are just acting up here. Ugh. Because, like, when the hair is there, they blend very nicely, but they poke out. I just got lipstick on my headphones. They poke out when I have my headphones on. That's a little bit better, though. Alright, let's look at this journal over here. Today, in a world not my own, I met the most beautiful void-born creature. She was so unlike her ravenous brethren. Eyes blazing not with hunger, but trembling like a candle's flame, threatening to flicker out at any moment. I wonder if she is even the proper word. Such distinctions seem inconsequential, insignificant even. All that matters is the love I feel for this exquisite, transcendent being. No, that does not seem to be the journal I am looking for. Maybe the weighty tome? In the year 1564 of the 6th Astral Era, and the Amalja summoned Ifrit. Okay, yeah, no. Or this, I'm guessing not. Yep. Leather-bound log, perhaps? Manipulating rift-spanning apertures as devised by Nuhashan, the 9th patriarch of House Damir. There it is. Oh, Ishtola, I found your book. Here we go. Hand over. Come on. Beautifully bound.
Yes, the ether signature is unmistakable. I've felt the traces of House Damia's resonance many times at the Great Work.
Perfect.
Time to see what all the fuss was about.
How does she read? I thought she was, like, blind. I still am not clear on the extent to which Y'shtola has sight. I know she has special ether sight, but, like, does she have sight beyond that? She must, if she can read. Maybe she has, like, just, like, very limited sight. Ooh.
Among the ranks of the Void Sent, there exist entities with the power to call forth their brethren from beyond. The species known as
We've
Atomos,
seen the
however, is
Atomoses
uniquely
before.
prodigious in
I've
this
seen
regard.
these in, you
From
fight
its
these
distended
in
hair,
one of
it
the
can
Crystal
expel
Tower
an
ones.
endless procession of
Ooh, what
void-born
is it?
creatures.
It has to do
A
with the Crystal
talent
Tower.
which
I've seen these
sorely
before, though. I
tested
can't
the
remember which
Radiant
raid
Coast in its
specifically.
battles against these abominations. Surmising that the entity itself was acting as a void gate, we endeavored to capture a small specimen and subsequently examine its physiological structure.
Makes sense.
Our findings revealed that the Atomos had absorbed a planar fissure into its own flesh, which it could expand at will into a functioning gate.
Interesting.
Upon further analysis, we identified an ethereal wave pattern emitted during this process. A pattern we were able to emulate by passing crystal-stored ether through a specially designed prism. We proceeded to embed said prism into an arcane simulacrum, thus completing what we have dubbed our artificial Atomos.
So if we can make that crystal... I like the Vitruvian man off to the left there in the drawings also. Always comes back to Da Vinci.
How could I have been so blind to the possibilities? This species, not to mention its ability to summon Void Scent, has been discussed among academics for years now. Just before the advent of the 7th Umbral Calamity, we received reports of Atomos sightings from every corner of Eorzea. Surely you've at least heard the tales.
Certainly. And I've encountered them. And I want to say Circus Tower was the raid?
And still, House Damia went and built a mock Atomos of their very own. I'm not surprised the Archons consigned their work to a restricted archive. It was no easy task, but at last we've unearthed the volume we've been searching for.
Now we can do it too. Come on, we could totally do it too. That'd be great.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to stay longer. See what other forbidden titles might be lurking on these shelves. Ah, but that would be abusing the very special privilege we've been granted now, wouldn't it? Better not.
I'm afraid it would be. You'd think there'd at least be a catalog in the restricted section of all the books in the restricted section. Because in theory, everyone who's in the restricted section anyways is allowed to access these books. So why wouldn't you just, like, tell them what was there and where it was? You know? I don't know. Maybe that makes too much sense. Alrighty. Nidana, yep. Let's go see Nidana. She did help quite a bit already when we had to make the, I forget what they were called, but like those little special brooches that we made so that we didn't have to worry about, becoming tempered. Fly, fly, fly. And then down here we go. Yes, please. Okay. And then you're gonna make me land. Yeah. Where am I going? Hmm? Oh, am I supposed to go around and down? Just don't remember how to navigate this area even. It's been a while. It's gonna be all the way over this way. Oh no, my sprint has worn off. Well, I think I still do go faster on a mount than I do on foot. Even if the mount can't fly. Here we are. To the Asioscope. Okay. Okay, yep, and I'm just going right over here. Wait at the destination. Alright. It's so cool to see that there now. Ugh. Because I'm so used to seeing it in the context of, like, the chains and that red space it was in, or, like, that reddish purple. So seeing it here now, it's very weird. Hello again. Hello, Fortuno. An airship, okay. He was nowhere to be found. They were assigned someone forced their way into the facility, so this trail was duly followed. It led nowhere in the most literal sense. It was almost as if an entire sector of the facility had been wrested from existence. Ooh. Nigh on an entire sector had been teleported elsewhere. The ethereal sea here, where its elegant facilities reconstituted as the halls of pandemonium to great success, as you can see. What? So is the facility then in Azus Law some, like, recreation of pandemonium in part then? Or, like, in some way, like, tethered to it? Because they exist in different times, though, so that's very interesting to me. What unknown entity? Gorging upon the surrounding ether like a ravenous beast. I don't know if we recognize that. Okay. Memory crystal, take it with you. Okay. Will do. Temis will be an army of phantom warriors. I realize you're more than capable in combat, but are you certain you'll be alright? I'll be fine. Temis is the only one who can summon our illusory allies. I've got this. I should have known someone of your talented master, even the ancients' arcane arts. Yeah, how dare you? Okay. I mean, it's going to be some way related to Hephaestus. My guess is he never properly destroys Hephaestus's crystal, and somehow he is able to get back. I could also see this being an Athena thing, right? Like, that is, you know, our Chekhov's gun here is all this talk of Athena. So this could in some way be her being, as a hem is something, the thing that, you know, half monster Enter Anabasos, the ninth circle. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Meanwhile, let's go back to Nadana in the Great Work. It's raining. Oh, this is so nice when it rains. Okay, Nadana. Will I get voiced? I hope I get voiced. Nope. The most fascinating study and you want me to be part of it. I do. The research log should speak for itself. Come on. The Marker House Daymere. I never even knew such a work existed. Uh-huh. It was sequestered in Numenon's restricted archives. Ooh, that means every word within is forbidden knowledge. A forbidden tome filled with forbidden research, and you put it right into my unsuspecting hand. I can hardly wait to read it. Yep, I would expect nothing less. It's the spirit of adventure, you know? You gotta know what's going on. You gotta learn and figure it all out. To think the Daymere were developing such marvelous techniques so long ago. How many innovations have been lost over the centuries, I wonder. Now that you've glanced over the notes, what say you in helping us build in the Tomos? I say yes, 1,000 times yes, to working on a Daymere project that had even the redoubtable scholars of Charlian trembling in their sandals, no alchemist of the Great Work could resist. I love that. You're a woman after my own heart. Exactly. Well said, Yustola. I love Nadana. I suppose I should ask, what do you mean to do with this big mouth simulacrum once we've built it? There's a secret void gate, and it's sealed in the ruins at the bottom of the bounty. Today is a day of revelations indeed. If the purpose is to expand the hidden portal, then I will need to see it for myself, I think. Manipulating rift-spanning apertures is not the sort of thing you want to attempt without first taking into account every single factor. Then by all means, accompany us to the vault. I plan to take us back there shortly, once we finish gathering the components I require. What components, Yustola? Charlene's markets provided the raw aquamarine and pure water crystals, but I might need help obtaining a small quantity of astrally infused water. Font of Maya. The ascetics of old once favored the place for their meditations, and the water which pools there now is known to enliven the flow of ether. Perfect. Alright, yeah, let's see if Retro will join us. Alright. That's over there. Okay. I can just fly there. That reminds me too, now that my character or my item level is 625, I can do the Gilded Araya at some point and finish up my the Manderville quest line, so I can get my final set of Manderville, or my final upgrade of my Manderville weapons. Because I'm sitting on enough, like, currency to have that upgrade. Yeah, there's Poo Poo. Hello, hello. How you doing today? Your timing is impeccable. I am waiting to get into Anabasos, the ninth circle, to figure out how the hell Pandemonium ended up in the Ethereal Sea in modern times. I'm very confused, to say the least. Alright, let's get off here. Look out. Considering I never got this one. Perfect. And let's inspect the pocket. A astrally dense pocket. Alright, and then where is she? She's back at the Great Work. Oh, I'm not gonna pay. It's right there. This is Final Fantasy XIV Online. So it's the Final Fantasy XIV MMO. The award-winning MMO... I don't know the full fucking copy pasta. Have you heard of the award-winning MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV Online? Something like that. It's a free trial up to its second expansion. It's great. Thank you, Missouri. You've got me covered. You got the copy pasta on lock, I bet. Although it has to have changed now, right? Slightly, because when it was written, Heaven's Word was the only part included in the free trial, but now you get Stormblood. I do have the flask. Here you go. Let's do quick arm. And then let's go to the vault. Have you never heard of the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV with a free trial through the award-winning expansion Heaven's Word and the women expansion? I'm sorry, do people call it the women expansion? I mean, I love Stormblood. Granted, Stormblood, I still think Stormblood might be my favorite expansion, honestly. Because Stormblood sticks with me the most of all of them. Like, I feel like when I really, like, I liked this game, obviously through Realm Reborn and through Heaven's Word, but I feel like Stormblood is where I really got, like, hooked permanently. And that's the first time this game made me cry, with the scene with Raubon and Nanamo. I have the art book for Stormblood in the other room. My boyfriend got it for me from a con. I love it. But yes, and the women expansion, Stormblood, up to level 70 with no restrictions on playtime. There do be a lot of women in Stormblood. It's wonderful. Okay, I'm still almost in, but not quite. Here we go. And then hopefully shouldn't take more than 1 more minute for me to get in to, Asabezos. Was that the name? Asabezos? The ninth one. The ninth raid.
Impressive enough, but I never dreamed such a treasure lay hidden in the depths of the bounty.
Mm-hmm.
It may have been helpful to know this device existed, Your Excellency.
I like the, quietly challenging her
My
ruler.
apologies. The gate was a secret I shared with none but my closest advisors. I feared for what
Anabezos
might
has
happen
a
should
really
those
pretty
with ill
caster /
intentions
healer gear.
learn of its
Ooh.
existence.
Okay. Okay, she brought 3 things.
What is it you're doing now?
Yeah, I want to know too.
There's something I wish to verify.
What?
The NOAA reports claim that a short stint into the void carries little risk of etheric imbalance. Should one suffer an injury, however, or if one's expedition drags on longer than intended, that risk becomes significantly greater.
Okay.
Graha theorized that a warding scale would confer protection from the void's corrupting influence. But I would prefer to test that hypothesis before we set foot in the 13th ourselves.
Smart. How are we gonna test it, though?
So, this is an experiment of sorts.
That's right, they're called
Yes,
warding scales. Those
an
little brooches
experiment.
are.
Tell me, how would you go about testing the efficacy of the warding scale?
Might as well go myself.
And how would you do that? The gate is still too small for any of us to pass through.
I am tiny. I'm a Lalafell. It's what I do.
Stian is correct, which is why I've elected to send a familiar in our stead.
Please tell me it's a Porksy. I am hoping to get to a Gongsha this weekend because I really, I'm gonna go with my boyfriend. We're gonna buy
Now,
3 freaking teas at once because I want that Porksy mount so bad.
Which means an arcane entity of similar
I told her, I said,
structure
maybe we actually
be
should buy
able to
6 though,
manage
so I can get a
the
Porksy mount and a keychain.
I hadn't wanted it to come to this.
It's too small for
No
any of
other
us. Is that a
familiars will
fucking
do,
challenge,
I'm afraid.
Justinian? Exactly. Everything's a challenge. Come on. especially when it comes out of Stidion's mouth. I guess let's see if this cutscene finishes in 30 seconds.
Like the sound of that.
Wait,
What
this
manner of
cutscene
fiend
is
does she
so
need to summon?
nice. I know. I'm not though. I want to get in, so I'm gonna see.
From ocean rise and cloudbank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born.
Oh, I just love the way she talks. It's gonna be a Porksy. You know it's gonna be a Porksy. I'll have to come back. I'm gonna come back for this, right? Like I'm gonna do this cutscene later, but I gotta do this. I gotta do this though. I gotta fight things. It's what I do. I'm the warrior of light. If I don't fight, I'm not a warrior, am I? What the fuck is this thing? I like this music. Yeah. Fucking cooked hard indeed.
My feast must not end.
Fuck are you?
Feast must not be interrupted.
The fuck is this guy? Mythic creation Kokaidos. I don't like him. There's always something deeply unsettling about creatures where you can see like the region where like they're very humanoid looking and you can see the region where the genitalia would be if they were just a little more humanoid, but they have none because they're not humans. Like that's always so deeply unsettling to me. Granted, I don't want them to have genitalia. That is not what I'm implying. I would rather they were less humanoid on the bottom half entirely. It's just very weird. It's its own kind of uncanny valley. The fucking Barbie crotch, you know? Ew. Mage's Lament. That's gotta be Athena's voice. I don't know. Although she didn't sound like that in the cutscene. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I hope I did that right. We'll find out though, won't we? Oh no.
You can wield such power as mine.
Dang, not again.
Take you.
Oh no. Okay.
This shouldn't kill you.
This is awful. I keep getting targeted for things and I don't know what I'm doing. I still need to farm the new Dawn Trail raids for weekly drop. I want the damn tops. Ooh, are there like nice shirts and stuff in the Dawn Trail gear?
Always more killing to be done, and I'm always
Martialist's Lament. Interesting.
make it fun for me.
Oh dang. Whoops. Well. Dang. I made a mistake. This would have been a great spot for me to drop improvisation and heal everybody. But I made a mistake. Except...
I've had enough of you.
Whoops. Okay. You know, let me be where this mentor is. Trust the mentors. Always trust the mentors. Oh, okie dokie. Well, that's fine. Improvisation. Little heal for everybody. Oop, okay, over here by you I'm gonna hang out. Sure. This. Oop, I'm a little behind on my steps. Mostly because I just don't know where to go. Cool. Oh no, it's a boulder one. Which boulder? This boulder? Because this boulder doesn't have any lines on it, right? So this is gonna be the boulder? God, get out of it. Oh no, I was in the AoE. I died! Oh no! Oh, I'm not good at this one. I believe these healers are doing a really great job at getting me back up.
Disturbed once again. Die!
I'm gonna go where you go.
Entertain me, my darlings. Flames take you.
Okay. Gosh, I'm just gonna stay here. Oh, okay. Well,
Kill you.
I just keep dying over and over. Oh, a healer just went down too, though. Bring up the other healer. That's more important. Always get the healers up. I'm just keeping the healers busy, that's all. I'm you know, making so they can't rest on their laurels here. Because, you know, healers are just notoriously so lazy. As fucking if. Ooh. Done. Okay. There we go. And... oh. Loot abandoned! No, I gotta look at my inventory. That's right. I have to do inventory management. I think I need to hire like a new retainer, honestly. Because I'm out of space with my current retainer. I'm out of space in my chocobo saddlebag. I'm just like out of space everywhere. What did I... yeah... could have used this though. Well, let me just use that real quick before I forget. But I'll have to go put stuff with... I gotta get a new retainer. Fuck me. Okay. Unless there's some other way to store more things that I'm just not aware of, but I'm already full up on my current retainer and my chocobo saddlebag and my regular inventory. Athena. Mm-hmm. Your mask is off, though. Mm-hmm. As I who made pandemonium anew in the underworld. In a manner of speaking, I am the source of all your recent troubles. I must say I did not imagine I would meet you in this age. A slight miscalculation, but perhaps a fortunate one. For your deeds in the past have left quite an impression on me. I understand you have reason to be wary, but I assure you there is no need. I know not what La Habrea has told you of me, but all that I have done out of sincere scientific curiosity. And that appetite yet remains even after my rebirth. Conflict is the furthest thing from my mind, and I ask that you at least hear me out before brandishing your weapon. How do you get reborn? You were reborn. It's probably Claudian. She used Claudian, my guess is, because, you know, he's missing. In a sense, yes, was the only way I could see my research completed. The myriad souls floating in the ethereal sea provided all the raw material I require, and your Professor Claudian proved a most welcome surprise. Worry not, for I treat all my tools with care, especially those with which I will grasp godhood. Jesus. Oh, no. You are as stubborn as La Habrea, I see. Although I speak in earnest, you refuse to hear the meaning of my words. Perhaps you'd be better served by a different teacher. Luckily, you already possess the tools I require to make one for you. What does that mean? Crystal? Memories of two souls you know quite well, La Habrea and Ericthonios. I shall stitch them into the fabric of two errant souls, that with their help you may come to see clearly. No. What? What? Where are we? Surely these two have much to tell you of me, and I would have you listen. Perhaps then you shall better understand me, my desire for godhood. There's another, but their soul has proven difficult to work with. However, with these memories, I may very well manage to weave together something presentable. You have a place in my plans. I do hope that in time, you come to realize that cooperation is the best path forward. The fuck? Athena, I can't... What? I have little understanding where we are, yet somehow I'm unsurprised to find you here. I have more questions than answers. Help me address this inequity. Oh, Jesus. I'm guessing we're gonna bring them over into the area of the Aetioscope. Yep. Is this the Aetioscope, right? Yeah, the Aetioscope. The ethereal lens. That's what it's called over here. Tell them everything. To think that it contained our memories. There's a lot to take in, not least of all the fact that you hail from the future. I searched for you after a time, but I could find no trace. Now I know why. Sorry! I couldn't tell you! Secrets! They're hiding because they're scared. They're scared of the big scary Asians. Oh no! The ancients, shall we say. Our age had its share of surprises. If my memories are to believe, the supposedly world-ending final days came upon us, yet here we are in a future where you at least exist. Oh, you remember the final days, buddy. We got a lot to go through. Do we find a way to live on? Questions without simple answers, it seems. Let us take heart that life endured in some form. As but memories, we may never have the luxury of the larger picture. Regardless, now that has come to pass, the future must be protected from Athena's scheming. Agreed. But as memories given fleeting form, we are bereft of any physical or magical talents. We cannot aid Autumn in battle. Nay, Athena meant us to speak and nothing more. But though we may be tools, we need not be slaves to her whims. We will tear ourselves from her grasp and shatter her ambitions. I agree. How she knew of the history. Likely she possessed some means by which to observe events in the pandemonium, either while they were occurring or after the fact. Regardless, her knowledge far exceeds our own. A shortcoming we must remedy at once. Yes, I agree. We will do well to learn more of the pandemonium now dominating the landscape of souls. Autumn's colleagues would doubtless prove to be of value in that respect. They get over their little fear. And stop cowering in the fucking corner. Alright. I'm going to kick off this to the point of where we get to the entering the 10th circle, and then I'm going to go back to MSQ, finish up that cutscene, and maybe like the subsequent quest or two, just depending on what's involved. And we'll go from there. So I want to meet the personage I've read only of in Autumn's reports. As a researcher, this is beyond exciting. I know what you mean. I can scarcely stop my legs from shaking. Yeah. We're powerless to do aught but speak. I see no reason why you should be afraid. It isn't for my life I fear. I only fear that I might not have the chance to ask you all the questions now burning a hole in my mind. We stand before two of the ancients who hold priceless knowledge beyond the ken of any of our peers. But what purpose does fear serve if not to be confronted and conquered? To that end, we shall share with you our records, and perhaps together we can find the thread which will lead us safely out of this conundrum. Information shall be our most precious resource, for that is the only weapon we can wield in these forms. Our memories are at your complete disposal. We can start with Athena, whose thirst for discovery would see all life consumed. Her desires haven't changed. She still seeks to transcend her mortal existence so that she might unravel the mysteries of life. She would become a god. Yes. A nebulous concept, but Athena had her own ideas of what divinity entailed. In her mind, a god can create souls. Thus, she chose the underworld, or the ethereal sea, as it is known in this age, as the staging ground for her final experiments. Here lies a practically bottomless well of ether. Even if it means stemming the flow of life itself, she intends to continue her work. She thinks of nothing else. We caught a glimpse of Athena as we came in. Her smile, her voice, they were just as I remember. Without even realizing it, I found myself feeling an affection for her. I mean, yeah, she's your mom. Parents have a way of fucking us up more than anybody else ever could, you know? Because of those conflicting emotions, especially. Don't look at me like I've gone mad. I'm not asking you to join her side. I know the true Icthonians would never want that. But these emotions remain in memory, if nowhere else. Only natural. She's your mom. We shall remain here to compile info we can. To infiltrate Pandemonium and seek out Athena. Yep. Leave the memory crystal. Okay. All that's left is to cross that menacing threshold. Shall we take a closer look? I have one question for you. Does the word aura sight mean aught to you? There are a few records of its existence. It mainly makes appearances in the tales of Ivalus and the tales concerning the Asian Laha Brea. Tales concerning an entity known as an Asian. This personage associated with black aura sight known as the Heart of Sabik, a source of considerable power. So time has not buried it. Aura sight is the key to all this. Interesting. Okay. There's no guarantee the inside will be familiar. Okay. The cage is swinging about. Yeah. Oh, there she is again. I'm taking it. I knew you would come. Or is it Temis? Yeah, she was trying to get Temis back. I'm not the true Themis. I was made by Athena, molded from one of the many souls at her disposal. I'm an illusion built from the memory, no more real than La Habrea or Acthonios. Yep, she mentioned there was a third she wanted to bring. I have a grasp. This is the distant future. The future where Athena lives once more, although the means of her rebirth are yet beyond me. You are here to stop her. Have I the right of it? Yeah. I'd be disappointed if you didn't rise to her challenge. Yeah. I cannot help. My creator has tampered with my essence, and I'm on the incline to act in her interest. Ooh. I can do naught but offer you words of warning. We will fight, and it cannot be avoided. Oh. It's bad enough I had to fight you in the future, Elidibus. Come on. I'm but an illusion. I would feel terrible if I had to trounce Elidibus again. That's what I'm gonna say. I know not what is in your mind, but I must stress once again that I cannot defy the urge to stand against you. Athena's hold over me is unyielding. Still, I would ask that you listen carefully to the advice I offer you now. Athena has prepared a new vessel to replace Ericthonius so that she may become a god. By gathering the souls readily available in this sea of ether, she tempers her own essence. Yet the souls are faint, diffuse. She doubts whether they are sufficient for her goals, so she has turned her gaze to you. Despite your thin ether, you managed to lay Hephaestus low, and Athena would know the secret of your strength. To that end, she has prepared an experiment for her observation. Fight for your life against Athena's creation, and in doing so, give her the knowledge she desires. Oh! I mean, that's more akin to the aesthetic of Pandemonium than I'm used to. Holy shit! How big is this thing? Ooh. Oh, Jesus. That's so fucking cool. Oh my gosh. There's so many different, like, I'm trying to get, like, a ping on, like, the design inspiration as I'm looking at this thing. Like, what is this supposed to be? Like, it's vaguely insectoid, but it's vaguely construct because of the face and, like, the collar thing going around it. Those, like, giant, like, putrid, like, baubles on it, like, still feel like bug to me, like the limbs do. I'm fascinated. Athena's made her move. You must find a reach her or all is lost. We can do little but hope for my success. Don't worry, I'll succeed. With ease. Take it this is gonna be Azabezos' 10th circle. Holy shit. Oh, that's so cool. I love when they go for the all grayed out environments, like what they did with the near raids, how everything was like very blank. Like this is reminiscent of kind of that to me. I really love it. Pandemonium itself now has a soul. Athena has grown much since her death at La Habrea's hand. Although the souls she creates are imperfect, they act with absolute obedience. I know you shall cut your way through this monster, as you have so many times, then you shall come before me. So I'm guessing it goes this monster, then Themis, then Athena for the final raids. Ooh, hiccups. So fucking cool. Anabasos. 10th circle. Just unlocked. Okay. Since the names here are Greek, I'm assuming this Booter building is based on Arachne, but I'm also an idiot. It probably is slightly Arachne influenced. That's definitely like, yeah, why they went like more insectoid with it. But there's so many other things happening here, right? Like, what the fuck is this wing? The putrid like baubles on it don't like feel like spider. I mean, they feel like insect kind of, I guess, right? But like pestilence is kind of adjacent to all of that. But then the face is very much construct, you know? It's very interesting design-wise. I'm really liking this. But I must go back to that cutscene with Nadana, unfortunately. Okay. Y'shtola before cutscene before Q. Exactly. Although it's also almost 6 o'clock, so I might not have, probably not gonna have time to queue up for the dungeon actually today, or for the raid today. So I'll probably just do the cutscene, maybe do the quest or two after the cutscene, and then call it. Just because I got shit to do. Yes, Weaver's warding. Okay. And I can kind of go through the first bits of this again because I already saw this. Uh-huh. I saw up to Y'shtola. I'll start right when Y'shtola starts to cast her spell.
My.
What?
What are you doing? Well, we gotta test out this whole warding scale theory. How are you gonna test it? I'll go through the rift. No, you won't. I'm sending a familiar. We know how this goes.
Yes.
Me. I'm gonna pick the same choice as last time, even though I know the right answer is a familiar.
Estinian.
Okay. Now, I just watch.
Now, a lowly imp can navigate a fissure, no matter how narrow. Which means an arcane entity of similar stature should be able to manage
It's totally
the
gonna be a
same.
Porksy. I want it to be a Porksy at least. I'm small enough to fit.
wanted
No,
it to
you
come to
aren't.
this,
Bet. Exactly.
but no
That is
other
the
familiars will
dialogue.
do, I'm afraid.
Word for word, that's how they wrote it. No notes. Alright.
I mislike the sound of that. What manner of fiend does she mean to summon?
Porksy. It's totally gonna be a Porksy.
From ocean rise and cloudbank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born.
Ooh. She's having her Sailor Moon magical girl moment. Or is he gonna be a little frog? My guess is Porksy still, but I guess maybe not. I guess not a Porksy.
Ready your arms. I fear she's been possessed.
Oh, come now. That was adorable.
Nixies? Oh, they're so cute. That's not what she meant to do, is it? That's not what she meant to do,
No,
is
not
it?
my first choice. These familiars I conceived of as a child have the best chance of fitting through the gate.
That's so cute. Honestly, better than a Porksy.
Only wish
I just
my
had
younger
Porksies
self
on the
had
brain,
considered
I
a more
guess.
dignified ending
Magical
to
girl
the
transformation,
fears.
Y'shtola, exactly.
In any case, these two should serve as well.
They're precious.
This one will bear a warding scale.
And this one will not. Shove that in there. There you go.
And when they return from the 13th, we can observe how the talisman, or absence thereof, has affected the progress of the Void's corruption. If I
Smart.
could impose upon you to open the gate. Your Excellency?
He looks so concerned.
Ah, yes, of course.
We should also be wary of void scent slipping through while we conduct our experiment. Estinian, you are to keep Nidana safe from harm.
As you say.
You had best be on your guard as well.
Easy. Froth and foam.
Oh, are you volunteering to join the Nixies?
I would
I could
join.
shrink you down, you know.
Be glad Thancred and Yuri aren't there. They would bully her over it. As if I'm
Let us
not.
begin,
Come
shall
on. It's very cute though. I love it.
Nixies, into the void.
They're so cute. Bye. Water, water, froth and foam, into shadowed realms we roam. And then how long until they come back? Like, how long are they going to be gone? You know, we didn't talk about that part of the experiment. I don't know how long this is supposed to last for.
I think we've waited long enough.
I think so too.
Nixies, return to my side.
Ooh, 1, 2. Uh-oh, one has some purple mist going on. Oh no! And its eyes look so big. Oh no! Oh, the poor thing. Oh.
Thank you, little one. You did well.
Poor thing. Its essence has been irrevocably warped.
We're out of time. I must reseal the void gate.
What's trying to come through? Oh, just some little imps.
Coming through!
Let's go.
In the name of Alzadal III, I bar this door unto the void.
I just love closing the lid on the pot. It's such a fun visual. Okay.
Well, that was a sharp lesson in the dangers of void gates.
Ain't that the truth?
And what of our experiment? I'd say the results speak for themselves.
The unprotected Nixie has suffered extensive etheric corruption. As Nidana observed, it's well on its way to becoming a void scent. The one merged with the talisman, however, appears unaffected. I sense no changes to its equilibrium.
As we hoped.
Rest now, little ones.
Graha's theory was correct then.
I expect nothing less of Graha.
So it would seem. But while our second familiar was untouched by void energies, the talisman itself shows signs of degradation.
Ooh, so we might need like
It
10
was, of
talismans
course,
each.
originally designed to shield the soul from primal tempering. It stands to reason that etheric corruption of a different sort would affect it differently.
But perhaps Nadana can study that difference and
We may
the
need
way
to
it was
modify
affected,
the Warden
yeah.
Scale's design to account for the 13th's uniquely unstable ether.
I think Nadana could do that.
You've said much of the Void's instability, but my imagination fails me. What manner of place is this broken world?
Ah, my apologies. I forget that not all of us spend our days sequestered in dusty archives. The 13th is a reflection of the source that was drowned in a flood of darkness.
Much like the first was almost drowned in
In
light.
Emmett Selk's own words, this tragedy was a result of the Ascians' attempts to force a rejoining. They erred in their haste, and made of that world a useless void. You remember Una Kalhai, the unusual child we met during our troubles with the Warring Triad.
Forgot about Una
He explained
Kalhai.
the fate of the 13th thus. The champions of that ill-fated world used the stone known as Aurosite to contain the power of primals. But those self-same heroes were gradually corrupted by the Aurosite's bleeding energies, transforming into fiends with an endless hunger for ether.
Okay.
By the time
Aurosite
anyone
coming up
thought to
yet
oppose them,
again.
Light's strength had grown too feeble, and the balance of the 13th tipped into eternal darkness. And what of your own experience? Will you tell us of what you observed during Noah's expedition? I can picture it now. The sunless, Stygian expanse, infested with legions of ether-starved monstrosities. A void in every sense of the word.
Yeah, and?
What you have described in such lurid detail is exactly why I hesitate to encourage you.
Worry not, great Vritra. Our journey into the 13th is but the first leg of a longer voyage. A voyage that shall lead us to other reflections, to new mysteries and discoveries. And I mean to be there every step of the way.
Okay. I do think it's interesting that we're finally getting into the Void now, because the Void has been something that's been thrown out to us since A Realm Reborn. I remember the moment in A Realm Reborn where we see our first Void Scent, and I remember kind of thinking that, oh, the Void Scent's going to be the main enemy, before getting more into the Ascian side of things. And so, yeah, I don't know, I think it's interesting that we're finally coming back to the Void.
Manuals to hand. Might I be so bold as to request access to the Satrap's family archives?
So bold indeed.
Your Excellency?
Oh, yes. That can be arranged. I will speak to my officials upon our return.
Okay.
We will see you back in the city then.
Man's checked out. Oof. It has to be hard, right? He's pushed those emotions about his sister down for so long and given up hope that having it dangled in front of him a little bit while still having to confront while still having to like confront the fact that the challenges of going into the void and the fact that this isn't guaranteed and it's going to be hard. No. Oh, wait, no. Okay, good. I did get it. Oh my gosh. I have to do inventory cleanup. Okay. Good to... I have to do inventory cleanup. Shit. But I can't do it now because I have shit I have to do, unfortunately. It's already almost 6 o'clock. I have other things to do this evening. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked, you should consider subscribing. I stream whenever I have time. More reliably put out shorts about D&D and Pathfinder. A lot of Pathfinder lately. So yeah, if that interests you, subscribe to see more. But otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.